Hello everyone, if you are new, my name is Marin. Welcome to another reading vlog. I am coming to the end of my summer reading vlog series, unfortunately, because a summer break is ticking down. So there's probably going to be 3, maybe 4 more of these, but we're definitely in the back half of my summer, which is a little sad, not gonna lie. So let me chat a little bit about what we're gonna be reading in this vlog, at least to start off. If you watched last week's vlog, then you know I am currently in the middle of Invisible Storm. I should say I'm almost at the end of Invisible Storm. I am heading into chapter 9, and I believe there's only like 10 chapters. Let me double check that. No, there's 11 plus an epilogue, but this is all I have left. So I am planning on finishing this one on Sunday. This one will be done. I also have started reading this chunker, Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm currently on page 303, which is chapter 27. I don't think I'm gonna have this finished yet. I kind of worked it out where I'm reading like 55 pages per day, and I think I'm gonna have it done not this coming Monday, but next Monday. I think that's like where it ended, but obviously we'll play that by ear. So you may not hear full thoughts on this one, but I will be giving updates because now I feel like I'm far enough along into the book to actually have some thoughts. It took a while. There's a lot of setup necessary for a fantasy book like this, but I am enjoying it. So this one will continue to be read each day, 55-ish pages. And then I am also going to be reading the July Literally Dead book club pick, which is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I'm planning on starting this one today, actually, if there's time. If not, I'll start it tomorrow. I have read 2 Riley Sagers before. I liked one of them, didn't like the other one, so we'll see. We'll see what this one brings me. Hopefully it's at least enjoyable. But this is like a final girl type story. It says there was a girl whose family was murdered. The police were never able to figure out who did it, but they assume that the 17-year-old daughter was responsible, and it's now 1983. And we have a home health aide who arrives at the home to care for Lenora, who is the final girl, and I suppose some things are going to come out. So I'm curious to see where this one went. I read The House Across the Lake last year. That's the one I didn't really enjoy, and it was a little over the top in a way that I don't personally like, but a lot of people said they were excited to see him actually go for it. I have not read enough of Riley Sager to really have an opinion. I actually liked Survive the Night, which I gave 4 stars, and a lot of people hated. I found that to be over the top in the way that I personally enjoy. So we'll see how this one comes out, but I will be starting this either today or tomorrow, and my hope is to have it done within the next couple of days, 3 days. It's a lengthier book than his previous ones, so it's got, let's see, 383 pages, not terrible, but it might probably take me like 3 days. So this one will be the main focus, along with Priory, obviously reading the set number of pages for that per day, but I do want to get this one done. Then I'm also going to be starting the audio of The Wilderwomen, which is by Ruth Emmie Lang. This was on, or is on, my July TBR. I have read 2 of the 5 books from my July TBR, just as a little update. I read 2 of them in last week's vlog. Priory is a 3rd one, so obviously that one is ongoing. This will be a 4th one, so hopefully I can get the audio done of this one once I finish Jason Kander's book here. So that's kind of the plan for the first part of this vlog. Right now I have a couple videos that I need to film. Last week I was able to get in and see my new library space, meet my principal in person because my interview was on Zoom. She seems absolutely lovely. She took me on a tour of the building. I also met the head custodian, who seems amazing. Very nice man, so yay, I'm really excited. So I posted a video, or I'm getting ready to. That's one of them that I have to film. But I did a little like tour. So if you want to see what my new space looks like and you missed that video, I'll link it up above because that was kind of the big news from last week. I have nothing planned like that for this week, so we will just see where the week takes me. But for now, I'm going to stop talking. I am going to finish my coffee and then I am going to film those 2 videos and then we'll get reading. So I will see you later. Hello all, happy Monday. It's already like 3:45, so this whole day has kind of been a bit of a lazy one. But as you saw in the footage that I just put before this, we had another storm. This is like the 5th or 6th storm that we have had like in the last like 2.5, 3 weeks. So welcome to Missouri in the summer. But yeah, hail this time, but we don't think it did any damage. So we'll cross our fingers if that is the case. Anyway, I'm back with a reading update. So I did not do any reading on the Priory of the Orange Tree either Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, I used the day to edit and upload my videos for this week. I just wanted to knock all of them out. I don't typically do that. I usually space the editing out like throughout the week, but I just figured I would go get them all done in one fell swoop, get them ready to be uploaded. So that's what I was working on Saturday. I did do a little bit of reading on this one on Saturday, but I did not do any reading on the Priory of the Orange Tree, and I did not do any reading on that yesterday either, although I did finish this one. So let's talk briefly about Invisible Storm. I gave this 5 stars. It is very easily accessible, very easy to read. The subject matter obviously is very important. He is very open and candid about his mental health, the journey that he went on, the guilt that he was feeling, and what it can do to your family and your loved ones. I liked that his wife had like her own thoughts kind of interspersed throughout too, and the audiobook was very well done. So if you are interested in this, I would recommend that because both him and his wife narrate, like, he's the main narrator, but she does narrate like her sections, and I just really enjoyed this. He has a great voice for storytelling. He makes sure to intersperse humor with the darker stuff that he's dealing with. That's probably because he says straight out that like a dark sense of humor has kind of helped him get through this. His conversations with the mental health doctors and things like that were pretty funny, and he openly includes some of the things that his therapist like wrote. So it's like public record, you know, he's letting you know exactly what his doctor wrote down, what he was thinking, and I just really enjoyed this. So if you like politics, especially, you know, red state politics from the viewpoint of a Democrat who managed to win statewide office, and his struggles with PTSD, mental health, his family, all of that, look no further than this one. It also includes some pictures. So like in the middle, he includes pictures from, you know, his time in Afghanistan, his family, that kind of stuff. So I really enjoyed this, would highly recommend, 5 stars. So this one's done. As an aside, I just took some time to write down my July TBR. She's a big one, and I have only finished 4 of the books on here. So yeah, but I did this just because I like to check things off, and this is a nice easy way for me to check things off. So I have quite a few books left. Now I say that, but I'm actually down to, well, I'm in the process of reading Priory of the Orange Tree. I just started the audio of this one. I was pronouncing it the Wilderwomen. It's actually the Wilderwomen. So just, you know, oops. But basically this one is about 2 sisters whose mother like disappears. They both have like a psychic ability of some sort, and my guess is that mom is gonna have something similar, although they aren't really sure. So this is magical realism. but I'm not far enough into it as of yet to have much of a thought. I currently listened up to chapter 4, which is page 41. So my goal is to finish this week, possibly into the weekend, but this is my current audiobook. I will save further thoughts for when I'm further along, but that is on my July TBR, and then Priory is on my July TBR. So I'm actually in the process now of reading 2 more of those. The last one remaining is Concrete Rose, which I'm going to listen to next week. So my monthly TBR will be done. It's just the extra stuff that I would like to get to that may not be done. But speaking of extra stuff, we're going to start this one today. This is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Again, I talked about this. This is like a final girl type book. I worked out the math. I'm going to read up to chapter 11, which is page 100 today, just because I have some other things that I'm trying to do as well. And it's already almost 4 o'clock. So that's what I'm going to work on today, as well as reading like the next chunk of the Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm going to probably listen to the audio of that just so I can like multitask. But yes, we're starting this one today. The goal is to be done with this by Wednesday. So this will be finished over the course of the next 2 days. Few days, not 2 days, few days. And then I do have 2 more books that I would like to get to this week, which are short ones. So let's hope that it all works out the way I'm planning. But yes, I will start this and I will kind of give you an update on how it's going. As I've mentioned, I have a hit or miss relationship with Riley Sager so far, so we'll see what this one does. But yes, that's all I've got for you. Yesterday I didn't do any reading because I was messing around with my Sims 4 game literally the whole time, and I just didn't feel like reading. So I didn't. But we're gonna fix that today. We're gonna do a reading, and I will chat with you either later on today or tomorrow with an update. So see you when I see you.
"2,000 years later."
Hello all, happy Friday, long time no chat. I do have a little bit of a reading update, but full confession, prior to today, I did not read anything Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I just wasn't feeling it, y'all. So have not done as much reading as I was hoping, which means I am not going to be finishing any books in this vlog. Sorry. I'll continue them over into next week's vlog, so if you want to see final thoughts, you're gonna need to watch that one. I apologize, but I do have the 3 books right here that I am poking at. So I did listen to 6 more-ish chapters of the Priory of the Orange Tree. I am at 52% according to Goodreads. That's chapter 42, page 445. So I'm planning on reading up to page, what is this page? Page 503 today to kind of get a little bit more back on track with it. But my goal is going to be to finish this by this coming Monday. So that will be in the next vlog. And whatever I don't have read up to Monday, I will just be finishing the remainder of the book on Monday. This is like going to be the only thing that I'm working on that particular day. This is on my July TBR, so I just really want to get it done before the end of the month. I still have like a week, but you know what I mean. I would like to get this done. So making progress, here I am, and I am enjoying it. Curious to see where it's going. Some things have happened that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, that's that one. I also on Monday did a decent chunk of reading on The Only One Left by Riley Sager. So I am like a third of the way through. I am currently on chapter 18, which is page 142. My goal today is going to be to read this next chunk right here, which will get me to chapter 33 and page 274, because that's the next third of the book. And then I will be finishing this tomorrow. So the finale of this will come in this vlog. This book is giving me Verity by Colleen Hoover vibes. We have a character. She has been accused by the town but never formally like charged with the murder of the rest of her family. She has since suffered a stroke and has had like some other medical things that have left her disabled, and she is basically confined to a wheelchair and can only move like the left part of her body. So the main character, whose name is Kit, is her home health caregiver, and Lenora, who's the character, wants to tell Kit the truth about what actually happened to her family. So that's where we are. We had a dead body found at the end of what I was reading on Monday, and I am enjoying it. There was no reason why I put this down. I just didn't feel like reading in general, so I didn't, because I'm not going to stress myself out about it. But yes, I will be reading this today. I'm ready to go ahead and make a little bit more progress. This reads pretty quickly, so hopefully I can get through the next chunk of that in a decent time. And then I just heard a noise and thought my little fur baby was up, but I don't believe he is. Heard something though. Anyway, I also listened to more of this today while I was getting some stats and things put together for my quarterly reading recap and my goals update, both of which I'm going to film as soon as I stop talking to you here, because one of them goes up Sunday, one of them goes up Tuesday, so obviously need to get those filmed. But this is The Wilderwomen by Ruth Emmie Lang. I am currently on chapter 10, which is page 98. I am enjoying this decently well. There's some suspense, some mystery. We are following Zadie and Finn. Their mom mysteriously disappeared when they were younger, and they have now set out to try to track down where she went. There's magical realism elements here. One of them is psychic. One of them has or experiences what she calls echoes, so like memories of other people, and they're hoping that together they can find their mom. The younger sister is more keen on it than the older sister. So yeah, we're getting flashbacks. We have like some things from the mom's point of view, some things from the girl's point of view in the past, and then the present where the two girls are looking for mom. So that's that one. I am going to finish this one this weekend. Whether I read it physically and listen to audio, I'll kind of bounce between the two, but my goal will be to finish this by Sunday, because I have Concrete Rose still to read off my July TBR, so obviously need to get this one done. But yes, I'm enjoying it decently well. I don't really have any other thoughts. I'm not really sure where it's going, but yeah, enjoyable so far. So that's the quick reading update. I literally have done hardly anything this week. I watched a lot of YouTube, watched a couple Cardinals baseball games. I was watching some like new crime type shows on ID is the channel name, and Investigative Discovery or something like that. Anyway, was watching that. On Tuesday, I did do some shopping with my mom. We went to Michael's and Five Below. Michael's had a lot of stuff marked down, so I did pick up some things for my new space. I will save that for like another video. Maybe I'll do like a haul video or something to show everything that I've picked up for the library, but that will come later. I did get some decor type stuff because my classroom, if you are not familiar, was boho rainbow themed. The library I'm moving into is very bright, vibrant, primary colored theme, so I have to do some adjusting with my decor. And so I picked a couple things up that were like steeply marked down. And then on Wednesday, we went to Target. I just kind of poked around just to see what they really had. I didn't really pick up much of anything except for a new blue jean jacket, which was not school related, but I will wear it to school. So that's what I've been up to. A whole lot of nothing, including no reading. So it is what it is. But yes, I'm gonna stop talking. I need to film those videos. It's already 4:38. It took me a while to put like the stats and stuff together for these videos. So yeah, need to go ahead and get those filmed. I will come back to you and talk about the only one left once I get this next chunk read. If I could talk, that would be great. Once I get this next chunk read, I will come back and talk to you, because at that point I feel like we will definitely be into like the climax of the story, because there are not that many pages left after that. So I will talk to you when I have something to say, but that's the reading update. Whole lot of not reading going on, but it's summer break and I'm gonna indulge. So I'll chat with you later when I have more to tell you. Hello all, happy Saturday. I'm here to close out this week's vlog with a reading update. So I did read more of The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I am currently on chapter 33, which is page 274, and I will be finishing this today. So if you want to know full thoughts, check out next week's vlog because that's where it's gonna be. Definitely have had some reveals in the last couple chapters, I guess, and I'm very curious to see how everything is going to play out. I am definitely enjoying this. Very nice, suspenseful atmosphere, suspenseful storytelling. The main character, Kit, has found herself in some tricky spots, and I like this a lot so far. So hopefully the ending continues along that same vein, and then this may be my favorite Riley Sager if that is the case. So enjoying that one. I also did listen to like 6 more chapters of the Priory of the Orange Tree. So I'm currently on chapter 48, which is page 503. If I have time today, I'm going to listen to a little bit more of this after I finish this one, but this will also be finished in next week's vlog. So I'm getting there. This is where I'm maybe going to listen to tonight, otherwise I'll listen to it tomorrow. But then my goal is just to focus on this on Monday and finish it all off. So this one is going to be coming to an end very soon. Also liking this one. Not sure what's going to happen next. We had kind of a climactic event in the last little chunk that I read. So that's the update for these two, and we're gonna sign off this vlog. I realized as I was putting footage in, I did not get up to a whole lot this week, which I knew, but I didn't really know how much I had filmed. So hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me nonetheless, and I will do my best to make next week's vlog a little bit more exciting and interesting with a little bit more reading, because the only book I managed to finish was Invisible Storm. So that's all right. We're gonna have 2 more, like pretty quick at the gate. And then I'm also going to be working on this one. Whoops, a book sliding off my lap. Okay, this one as well. So I'm not very far in this one, as I've already mentioned. I'm only on chapter 10, which is page 98, but I will be getting to this one as well in next week's vlog. Probably just gonna give it a go, probably read it tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna take very long. It's not a super long book. So that's where we are. Right here, not much finished. Hope you enjoyed nonetheless. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you would like to see more from me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.